Good afternoon. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you to our second Alumni Awards ceremony. Our inaugural awards last year were one of the last events we held in 2020, and I'm very sorry we've been unable to host the awards in person this year and to celebrate with you on campus. However, we look forward to welcoming you back as special guests to the ceremony in 2022. As a university, we are very proud of our talented international alumni community. You are a fundamentally important part of the university family. It's through you that we are known. You are our greatest ambassadors, and through your achievements, you're also an important source of inspiration for the next generation of graduates. Each year at our graduation ceremonies, we watch with pride as the next cohort of graduates go on to make their mark on the world. And as part of the proceedings, we always ask that our graduates stay in touch and share their successes. It feels only right then that we provide an opportunity to celebrate these achievements properly. And what better way to do this than through these awards? And there's much to celebrate. It's no exaggeration to say that we are recognizing a quite incredible array of achievements today. Our award winners work in areas such as the arts, business, communications, health, law, and the charitable sector, and are making valuable and impactful input in their respective fields of work. This year, we're also recognizing those who, through their volunteering contributions, make a real difference to their communities, and indeed to our own alumni community. We're delighted to be honoring each one of you this afternoon. Our winners are joining us from their homes across the UK, China, Hong Kong, and Nigeria this year, demonstrating how truly global our Liverpool family is. As a university, we work hard so that you can be as proud of us as we are of you. And I hope you will agree that we're doing great things. In 1881, the university was founded on the ethos for advancement of learning and ennoblement of life. And this continues to guide us in everything we do. We are known as the original red brick, which is now the collective term for the civic universities founded in the 19th century. And we remain absolutely committed to that civic mission in the city of Liverpool and our role as an anchor institution. We are proud of the economic, social, health, employment, cultural, and other contributions the university makes to its home city and to the wider world. And over the last 15 months, this has been more evident than ever, from our academics and researchers working to make sense of this virus and understand how to combat it, to our clinicians and student healthcare professionals joining the front line to support the NHS at the peak of the pandemic. More recently, our researchers have been working with cultural and entertainment venues across the city, testing how to manage and hold large-scale events safely and without restrictions, which gives us all a sense of hope as we emerge from what we hope will be the final lockdown of the pandemic. Education and research have played a key part in fighting COVID-19 and will continue to be central to our recovery as a nation and across the globe. Music is a key part of Liverpool's identity, and another exciting and very different development is the new Yoko Ono Lennon Centre. This £22.1 million facility will include lecture theatres, seminar facilities, and informal study spaces, as well as the 400-seat performance Tongue Auditorium, with capacity for a 70-piece orchestra. The space will further enrich the vibrant cultural life of this wonderful city and will also provide important real-world experience for our students. It will offer not only performance opportunities, but also experience in every element of organising live performances, from artist liaison and administration to programming and technical aspects. Later in the event, you'll hear from some of our performers who are looking forward to playing in the new auditorium when it opens later this year. As I hope you know, we work hard to provide our students with a range of real-world experiences which prepare them for the world of work. We're very fortunate that so many of our alumni stay in touch with us and offer their time to support our current students, from delivering lectures and workshops to running alumni networks, offering work placements and mentoring. You really do make a vital contribution to our students' success. You inspire them, guide them, and broaden their horizons. You connect them to wider networks, and you offer important insights into potential future careers, all the while leading by example. So for this, and the manifold other ways in which you continue to play such an important role in the university community, thank you. Congratulations again to you, our 2020 award winners, and I hope to see you in Liverpool next year.
We will now have a short musical interlude. You are about to hear Beatles Medley by Lennon and McCartney, arranged and performed by Tom Kimmons. Tom graduated from the University of Liverpool with a first-class Masters in Music degree in 2008 and has been in demand as a concert pianist, chamber musician and solo recitalist ever since. Alongside performing, Tom also teaches at the university's Department of Music. Please welcome Tom Kimmons. We will now be introducing the first of our 2020 University of Liverpool Alumni Award winners. David Barlow Mbe has spent more than 40 years championing young people and apprenticeships. He is the founder of Clifford College in South Cheshire, one of the largest in the country. It offers training in electrical engineering and health and safety and trains over 150 apprentices. He is in his 5th year as the chair of the Electrical Standards and Governance Group, which oversees all electrical apprenticeships in England, and has recently been appointed chair of the Building Services and Construction Board for the soon-to-be-introduced T-levels. I am determined that there should be more avenues for youngsters to develop their future, he says. In 2019, David was awarded an MBE for his contribution to apprenticeships. Sarah Hammond is the Deputy Chief Crown Prosecutor for the West Midlands, leading over 150 staff in the country's biggest magistrates' court unit. She is the regional lead on violence against women and girls, and is a strong advocate and supporter of victims and witnesses. After graduating in 1992, she went on to complete her finals in Chester before training at Warwickshire Magistrates Court, joining the Crown Prosecution Service in 1998. She works closely with local schools and colleges, helping to mentor students and providing work experience in the CPS. Students meet with a senior leader like myself, she says, who explain the role of the CPS within the criminal justice system, offering advice on how to apply or on training contracts. I share my career journey and tips that have served me well. Bill Heckle is the owner of the world-famous Cavern Club, making him one of the most important figures in Liverpool's tourism industry. He created the Matthew Street Festival, the concept of the Hard Day's Night Hotel, and commissioned the Beatles statue on Pier Head. After graduating, Bill taught at a school in Wirral until 1992, before throwing himself into the cultural sphere. In 2002, he received an award from the State Parliament in Rio de Janeiro for his role in developing relationships between Brazil and the United Kingdom, and in 2020, he was awarded the Citizen of Honour by the City of Liverpool, an award he is hoping to receive soon. Looking back on his time at the university, he particularly remembers his time playing football. He says, "The team included Steve Coppell, who would later go on to play for Manchester United. His manager let him play in goal for us every Wednesday. How times have changed." Jean Quinn graduated from the University School of Medicine 50 years ago and has spent much of that time contributing to the healthcare of the region. She served for 25 years as a GP, becoming a Fellow of the Royal College of General Practitioners, before returning to teach at the School of Medicine. After retirement, she was elected as a local councillor on Wirral Borough Council, becoming the Cabinet Member for Street Scene and Transport, and served as a non-executive director on the board at Wirral University Teaching Hospital. She is now Deputy Chair of Trustees at Wirral Hospice St John's. Jean is being recognised in these awards for a lifetime of service to the NHS and local communities after being nominated by her family, who describe her as an amazing mum as well as being a much-loved grandmother to 6 grandchildren. David Williams, along with our next winner, is a co-founder of Independent Liverpool. What started as a blog has grown into the biggest champion of local independent businesses in Liverpool. Initially, it was just a creative project for us, says David. We couldn't have predicted the journey it has taken us on. Independent Liverpool now has a large social media following, a membership card, and even an app. In the background, they were hosting food and drinks events, which eventually led to the pair setting up the ever-popular Baltic Market, an oasis for independents to thrive. From bands to brewers, street food traders to cleaners, DJs to electricians, millions of pounds have been put back into the local economy through their efforts. Independent Liverpool never felt more important as a resource until 2020 when the pandemic hit, said David. Our socials and website became the place to get news and find out how people could support thousands of businesses. Oliver Press's graduation day was certainly a memorable one, not just for his graduation, but it was also the day that the Independent Liverpool membership card was released. Since that day, the platform has grown and grown. During the pandemic, they had to become very inventive, figuring out how they could help and support local businesses during the crisis. The hospitality sector took a big hit, so there was an incredible ingenuity within the independent business community, whether that be launching home cooking kits, Zoom tasting sessions, and so on, said Oliver. Independent Liverpool have been at the forefront of supporting local businesses during the last year. Oliver is now putting time into a new venture, this time alongside his brother. They have just signed a lease for their first coffee shop in Lark Lane. Press Brothers Coffee will be opening its doors in 2021, and we wish it every success. Leila Wright has established herself as one of the country's leading young journalists. As a student, she worked on setting up Politics Hour, a weekly politics show on Liverpool Student Radio. Her work led to her being commended for the Today programme's Student Broadcaster of the Year award. Since graduating, her investigative reporting has featured on BBC Radio 4, with her investigation Paid to Stab being shortlisted at the 2020 BBC Radio and Media Awards. Leila is also helping the next generation of young journalists. She continues to help with Politics Hour and sits on the advisory board of the John Schofield Trust, a charity which aims to increase diversity in UK newsrooms. She says, "I'm really passionate about supporting the next generation of journalists and inspiring young people who haven't even considered a career in journalism to enter the industry." She is currently one of the Radio Academy's 30 under 30. Sheng Ying is the National Officer at the China Office of the United Nations Human Settlements Programme. He is an advocate for sustainable development in China, and his projects have benefited thousands of people. After graduation, he worked as an urban planner at the Shanghai Tongji Urban Planning and Design Institute and was called upon as an urban planning expert, supporting more than 100 urban planning projects across China. Joining UN Habitat in 2018, he developed diverse influential programs to support sustainable urban-rural development, including the UN Habitat Rural Revitalisation Programme, to provide sustainable rural planning, rural industry development and village branding. Sheng visited the university in 2019, meeting with professors in the Department of Geography and Planning. It is hoped that there could be coordination in the future between the department and UN Habitat China. Bridget Griffin, along with our next winner, is one of the directors of inner city riding school Park Palace Ponies. The project works closely with local primary schools, providing riding lessons for pupils during school time. Bridget says that the mental health benefits from being around ponies can be plentiful, and Park Palace Ponies feels it is only right that all young people get the opportunities to experience this, regardless of background or income. Embedded in the local community, the ponies are regular attendees at community events and even took part in walks during lockdown to visit local residents of Dingle and Toxteth. The project allows many children and young people in the inner city to experience a hobby that they otherwise may not get to. The next champion jockey or gold medal Olympian could be living within the Dingle, so we are here to provide them with the opportunities to give it a go, says Bridget. Paul Heywood stayed in Liverpool after graduation to train as a GP, working in Wavertree until his retirement. He then became treasurer of the Merseyside Committee of the British Horse Society and an active stalwart of their Bridleway Reclamation and Improvements programme. He, alongside Bridget and 4 other committee members, established Park Palace Ponies in a disused Victorian music hall on Mill Street in Toxteth. Paul says, "The riding arena is inside an old theatre, Park Palace, hence the name. As the arena is not full size, we offer a course in walk, trot and pony care." Fellow committee member Michael Quinn, who nominated both our award winners, said, "Never has services to the public been more important to acknowledge. Paul has given his working life to the care and well-being of a community local to the university, and now in retirement, Paul continues to serve in new and novel ways." Joan Kenworthy is our first honorary University of Liverpool Alumni Award winner. Despite having not studied at Liverpool, her contribution to the university is unquestioned. After graduating from St Hilda's College, Oxford, Joan joined the university in 1960 as an assistant lecturer in the Department of Geography, before then being promoted to lecturer and senior lecturer. She served as warden of Salisbury Hall and had joint responsibility for Moreton House. In 1977, she left the university to take up the position of principal of St Mary's College, University of Durham, but now retired, says her time at Liverpool shaped the rest of her career. Hall wardens were asked to serve on the university senates, she says, and as the only woman, I was put on every committee possible, including staffing, finance, choosing a public orator, and honorary degree nominations. It was an excellent experience. Made an honorary member of the Students' Union, Joan still visits the university every October for a reunion with former staff and students who studied geography in 1962. Up until the start of the pandemic, she says, we used to meet for coffee in the wonderful Victoria building and then walk to 60 Hope Street for lunch. Now 87, she is still in touch with many colleagues and friends she made in Liverpool, who she shares delightful memories with. We will now take a short break in proceedings to give you a sneak peek into the new Yoko Ono Lennon Centre. The Tung Auditorium and Yoko Ono Lennon Centre will be opening its doors in spring 2022. We look forward to welcoming you next year. We will now meet the second half of our Alumni Award winners. Nicola Beasley volunteers as the Communications Officer for the University of Liverpool Veterinary Alumni Association. After graduating in 2009, Nicola moved into small animal practice, but after a short time away returned to the university to complete her PhD, and has since worked as a postdoctoral research associate in veterinary parasitology. Nicola donates much of her own time running the Ulva Facebook page, as well as sourcing and writing news stories to promote the work of veterinary alumni across the world, and organising activities and events, with this year having to switch to virtual events due to the pandemic. When talking about her role, she describes it as very rewarding. From a personal perspective, she says, I enjoy speaking with alumni, hearing their stories, and connecting my fellow alumni with the student body. I'm also proud to be contributing to the sort of culture I feel we should be aspiring to by creating that continued sense of belonging to the university. Holly Fitzgerald is one of the management school's most active volunteers. Since graduating in 2017, she has held a number of marketing roles, including for the Hut Group on the brand Pre-Loved, and with veterinary CPD company The Webinar Vet, before joining her current role at Helen Pritchard Online. Throughout all of these roles, Holly has always been keen to give back to the university, whether it's last-minute mentoring, delivering guest lectures, or meeting with accreditors to help secure ECRIS accreditation for the management school. She says that it's great to be able to help and give back to those who were once in the same situation as me way back when. I'm passionate about being able to speak to students and having an impact delivering lectures, careers fairs, and freshers talks, and helping with graduate employment initiatives. Holly was also featured in the Sunday Times in 2019 after research by Savills Estate Agency concluded that Liverpool was the best place in Britain to be a young graduate. Zoe Moore Martin is a newly qualified solicitor and in-house legal counsel at the Pinnacle Group. In 2019, she was named as Merseyside Junior Lawyer Division's Star Trainee Solicitor of the Year. Zoe is an active volunteer with the Liverpool Law School and has participated in the University of Liverpool School of Law and Social Justice professional mentoring programme for the last 3 years. She has been a mentor to a number of second and final year students, relaying her experience as a student, but also as a young professional in the legal sector. Her advice has helped to guide and impact students deciding on their next steps after university. Alice Stevens is a lawyer at the Public Law Project, an independent legal charity who work to improve access to public law for those restricted by poverty, discrimination, or other similar barriers. In 2017, she was awarded the Liverpool Law Society Junior Lawyer of the Year. Passionate about protecting human rights, Alice says she was fortunate to be able to work on the Liverpool Law Clinic's Hillsborough project in her final year, which gave her the opportunity to experience human rights law in action and encouraged her to pursue a career as a human rights lawyer. Alice has been an active volunteer with the Liverpool Law School through the professional mentoring programme and by sitting on an inspirational panel to celebrate International Women's Day in 2019. I've enjoyed supporting the school, she says, and in particular the Liverpool Law Clinic, training and working alongside students and speaking at events. The pro bono opportunities given to students are invaluable and were a huge help to me at the start of my career. The least I can do is give back. Caroline Wong is one of the university's biggest advocates in Hong Kong. She was an enthusiastic student ambassador and has continued into being a dedicated alumna, working with the Hong Kong Graduates Association and with the international recruitment team at student recruitment fairs. Since 2014, she has volunteered to steward the university's booths at UK education fairs organised by the British Council, Amber Education and AAS Education, and most recently, during the pandemic, she produced a step-by-step UCAS application guide that proved to be very helpful to the students applying online. Invited by ex-chairman of the Hong Kong Graduates Association, Caroline has been event MC at the Hong Kong Football Club Alumni Dinner and other various events hosted by the association, which has given her valuable experience in public speaking and event management. It is always an ultimately positive time volunteering for my university, she says, either as a student speaking out for my cohort in staff student liaison committee meetings, or as an alumnus working with the international recruitment team. It strengthens my sense of belonging and reminds me of the great times on campus, making me proud and grateful, so I would love to do it over and over in the future. Jane Wong is an active member of the Hong Kong Graduates Association and is the founder of the Ave Maria Garden Foundation, a charity that promotes social responsibility through flower arranging. As a volunteer for the Hong Kong Graduates Association, she has helped organise, host, and has attended many different alumni events, and she is also a member of the Hong Kong Women Professionals and Entrepreneurs Association, a non-profit organisation helping to keep members connected and engaged. Her foundation provides a platform to promote social responsibility through flower arrangement, and partners with the Hong Kong Society of Rehabilitation, offering free training to rehabilitees to regain their loss of self-confidence, and strives to empower them and support them in jobs where they would feel valued. Of her time at the university, she said, "I want to thank all those I encountered who have inspired and empowered me to help and contribute to different communities, regardless of culture, geography, race, religion, politics or workplace. I'm grateful too for my supportive husband and son." Joy Duncan is the first of our 5 winners from the Nigerian Alumni Association, all nominated by 2019 Alumni Award winner Faith Osiobi. Our winners are all receiving their awards in recognition of their teamwork and efforts with the association. Joy is Executive Director of Omni Blue Aviation, an airline in Nigeria that her and her 2 friends set up 2 years after her graduation. Alongside this, she has helped to coordinate the Lagos Southwest University of Liverpool Nigerian Alumni Group. In her time with the Alumni Association, she has worked tirelessly, whether on planning and events, to resolving any issues that may come up. She was described by Faith as one of the most supportive and productive persons I know. And Joy says, "I am proud of our collective effort and commitment in sustaining the network, and that 6 years and counting, the alumni network is still here, growing and impacting its members in more positive ways." Okiogini Akiri is an active and supportive team member of the Port Harcourt South South and East Zone of the Nigerian Alumni Association network since its inception, helping to highlight the work of the university in the country and beyond. She is now studying for a DBA and often tells people that she is only on her DBA programme because of her experience at Liverpool. She says that, based on the impact of my learning experience during my MBA, I personally embarked on an awareness campaign of the university which led to some colleagues of mine to take up the programme. This same passion continued as I was made secretary of the association in my zone, where we work at keeping the brand growing in Nigeria. Uruimu Usiri Ogun is the secretary of the Lagos Southwest Zone and manages the WhatsApp platform, working with the team to keep the network functioning. She is diligent in her volunteering service and contribution to the alumni community. Usiri said, "I've never expected to take up such an important role. The position has broadened my network and also given me the opportunity to assist other members in Nigeria. We are one big happy family, and I'm particularly proud of the after-school support that the university offers its graduates." Queen Elizabeth Okwam supports the Port Harcourt South South and East Zone of the Nigerian Alumni Association network. Queen said that, "With the interest and zeal shown by Faith setting up the Nigerian network, I volunteered to help support and coordinate one of the zones in the Nigeria Alumni Network, and together we have been able to grow the network, and it is still growing. It comes with its own little challenges, but it's been an interesting, fun learning process, and above all, it has become more or less a family unit I'm proud to be part of." Since graduating, she has been a human resources manager in a multinational company based in Nigeria, whilst also running her own business, focusing on consultations and sales. Lola Olaide Stephen is our final winner from the Nigerian Alumni Association. She assists by giving talks and helping to manage the alumni lecture series in Lagos Southwest Zone, as well as planning and executing a number of projects and events in the network. So much so that some members of the network refer to her as Prof. Lola says that since graduation I started a business improvement consultation firm with a focus on corporate process re-engineering and strategy formulation, and when I'm not working, I support youths and teenagers by providing career guidance and counselling support, and more recently helped with the distribution of COVID medical essentials to 2 hospitals within the Lagos area. Faith Osiobi describes her as always ready to help promote the cause of our alumni and sharing in the overall vision.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is lovely to be able to reach out to you all at this celebration of the University of Liverpool Alumni Awards 2020, even if only virtually. I just wanted to take a moment to share my congratulations with all of you fantastic award winners and hopefully family and friends who are able to attend this event with you. Your achievements and contributions to the university are truly remarkable, and I thank you all for allowing us to be part of your story. As Dean of the University of Liverpool Management School, it makes me so very proud to see how many management school alumni are among the winners this year. I wanted to say a special congratulations to our 3 Alumni Award winners, David Barlow, MBE, who has spent more than 40 years championing young people and apprenticeships, Bill Heckle, owner of the world-famous Cavern Club and heavily involved in Liverpool's tourism industry, and David Williams, who, along with fellow alumnus and award winner Oliver Press, is the co-founder of Independent Liverpool, which has championed local independent businesses in the city since 2017. I would also like to single out our Alumni Volunteer Award winners, Holly Fitzgerald, Jane Wong, Joy Duncan, Oke Ogene Ike, Yoramu Iziri Ogun, Queen Elizabeth Okwam, and Lola O'Lady Stephen for your contributions to the university, the city, and our global community. Our graduates play such an integral role in the life of the management school, from returning to deliver guest lectures to providing mentoring and work placements to help our current students take the first steps in their careers. Alumni are our greatest ambassadors, and the school simply wouldn't be where it is today without you. We thank you all for all that you have done and all that is still to come. I sincerely hope to have the opportunity to share my congratulations with you in person when fortunes allow. In the meantime, I wish you good health and happiness in the future.
Congratulations to all the Alumni Award winners who are receiving their awards today. You've done an amazing job. It's really great to read about all the things that you've done since you graduated. As the Dean of the School of Law and Social Justice, I'm particularly proud of the law graduates for all the things that you've done, be that in the community, be that in the business world, or be that in bringing things back to the law school. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you for all that you've done and keep on doing great things.
I hope you've enjoyed hearing about our 2020 Alumni Award winners' stories. I'm sure you'll agree they're an outstanding group. If this has inspired you to share your story, nominations for the 2021 awards are still open. So please do take the time to nominate yourself or a fellow graduate this year. We look forward to hearing your stories. Thank you again for joining the event this afternoon, and we hope to see you back on campus very soon.
Congratulations again to all 22 of our Alumni Award winners. Nominations are now open for the 2021 Alumni Awards, and you can find out more information after our final musical performance. To play us out, we will be hearing the university's ensemble and residents, the Solum Quartet. They will be performing Music for a Dinner Party by second-year Liverpool music student Amber Hooton. Please welcome the Solum Quartet.
Thank you.